Hello vinyl community, how are you? I'm Gary, this is Physical Format Rock and Roll, and I'm here to do another contest entry. This is to support my friend Beth, Miss 80's Music and Movies. Has a fantastic channel, used to be Red Room Records, has rebranded herself and done a terrific job of it. Definitely go check her channel out if you haven't already. She is celebrating the fact that she has reached 500 subscribers in a relatively short time, but she'd had a ton of subscribers before in her previous incarnation. So it's not a surprise. She is everything 80s and more. Does all kinds of stuff with soundtracks, talks about movies, just does a great job with editing. She threw shot put in the 1994 Olympics, just all around great channel. So anyway, her contest is to pick five, or gimme five, gimme five. And it can be five of anything. So instead of showing some albums, I thought I would do something a little different here. I am going to show you five covers of comic books that I like from my collection. I have a large collection of comic books, and I just thought I would show five of them that I like. The first is from 1967, and this is Superman 199. There's what it looks like. You can see Superman and the Flash running. This was the covers by Carmine Infantino, and this is very reminiscent of DC Comics around this time period. A lot of their covers, very, very colorful, and it's just, it's like, well, why are they racing? And, it's some kind of thing. The United Nations had asked them to raise money for charity or whatever. Well, then the mob somehow gets involved in it from different countries. And anyway, the race turns out to be a tie, by the way, just in case you were curious. The next is The Shadow. This is issue number 1. And this would be from 1974, I believe, 1973. Now, Denny O'Neil did this, of course, The Shadow, famous character from the old radio programs from the 1930s and 40s. Actually, I think it ran into the 50s. But anyway, Michael Kaluta is the artist, the cover artist on here. But like I said, Denny O'Neil is the writer, and they updated The Shadow. This is a fantastic series, and I highly recommend it. You can get these for not too expensive. Now, that cover might look familiar to you because it has been used on different album covers, just kind of, I can't remember now who the band was. Danger maybe, or somebody. I'm sure that some of my friends could tell you that one. Anyway, next up is from 1972. This would be Batman 241. This is Neil Adams doing, this is pretty iconic, this picture right here. I remember I used to have a sticker of this when I was a kid. Like I said, this is from 1972. Neil Adams definitely helped bring the Batman character back into being more of the Dark Knight type thing after the 1960s television show kind of, did the character as a parody and almost destroyed the character. I mean, not that I don't love that old TV show, but it did a lot of damage to the reputation of Batman, and Neil Adams was huge in bringing the character back. Next, a personal favorite of mine. This is Weird Adventure Comics 435 from 1974. This is the Spectre. They did a short series here. This, of course, is Jim Aparo, or Aparo, I'm not sure. Did the cover. I love his artwork. I love that cover. I got a kitten in the back here, wants me to give it some food, sorry. Anyway, I love this artwork. The Spectre is a character, kind of, they've never been sure what to do with him, because sometimes they make him almost more like just a ghost, and other times he's basically all powerful. He's kind of like the vengeance of God. Very scary character if done right. Fantastic art. I have that whole series from that time period. It took me a while to get all those, but I love it. And then finally, number 5. This is from 1970. This cover is by Murphy Anderson. This is Justice League number, what is it? 83. Justice League 83. Now I love this. They always did this thing with the Justice League where they have the Justice League and the Justice Society members. As you can see, the Spectre is in there again, along with Dr. Fate. I love DC supernatural characters. That's one of the things I loved about DC Comics. Now, the Justice Society was the original team from the 1940s. Well, they decided to have an Earth 1 and Earth 2 so they could mix these characters together because, you know, they can't say, well, this guy is 60 years old and he's fighting crime or whatever, but there's a whole bunch to it. I won't go into it, but I love this type cover art from right around this time period, the late 60s and early 70s, some of my favorite cover art for comic books. So there you have it. I might do more comic book stuff later. I don't know. Depends on how this goes. But there you go, Beth. Please go support Miss 80's Music and Movies. Amazing channel. And I hope you like this contest entry. Till the next time, my friends, I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. I will see you down the road.